Hey guys, this is Don't Hesitate, Meditate TV, episode 1818. And today I kind of just want to go over my diet that I have not been following through with lately, to be honest, and how that naturally, of course, to the um, natural course of things, of course, doesn't sit well with me in my own mind, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm just not a hypocrite to the process. I very much so respect it, and that means on down days like this and not living up to what I should be doing, uh, you eat it, and you eat the bad with the good. Um, so today I woke up early. I had a cup of Joe, a very small, like McDonald's cup, super bland coffee. Um, After that, I kind of didn't eat for a good portion of my day, and it was only until like the late afternoon that I had my first meal, and that was a Portillo's big beef with hot peppers. If there's one thing to know about me, that is one of my guilty pleasures. I love that thing. Um, of course, when I'm in like hardcore training mode, I really don't go to those kinds of foods as often as I like to. But um, once in a while, I don't think that it does any real damage in the scheme of things, because at the end of the day, I I know I can be very disciplined with my diet uh, when I need to be, but on some days, it's nice. It's very healthy, and it's very nice to treat your body to something that you really just your body responds positively to up here. And in the long run, it'll definitely harvest results if you stay true to your regimen, and you only do that, allocating that kind of um, guilty pleasure type thing once in a while. Um, that can also vary depending on how hard you train and the intensity of your workouts, and that can only be gauged up to your own abilities and your own standards. Um, and then I had for dinner another big beef, so that's two in one day, and I had another cup of coffee, which I also had a chai tea. So that's like, I don't want to say an absurd amount of coffee, but that's a lot of caffeine for um, one day. Uh, I'm hoping to dilute that with a lot of water in the next few hours or so. But yeah, that kind of registered in my mind today, as I did choose and decided, uh, you know, without real hesitation, because I kind of had a good thought process on today in terms of just the way my body feels, the way my mind is preoccupied with just real life things. And um, that helped me decide to take a day off training. And um, like I said, I'm not a hypocrite to the process. Also, that preparation is key. And this is what I mean by that. Um, I said something about real life situations, right? And I know myself in the sense that I know when I need to take a step back because there's something that, of course, is a priority to me and I genuinely care about. But then being able to have the presence of mind and there was this I, there was this one quote I picked up on piece of content in the last couple of days that said something. I'm pretty sure it was by Gary Vee. Shout out Gary Vee. Um, that it's powerful. Uh, it's a superpower to be able to decide and step back and to change your mind. Excuse me. That's what it was. And that is just the absolute truth because the truth of the matter is like when situations come up in your life and it's going to inhibit you to use, for example, a gift of mine like training, as of course training can be used as an outlet, right, to relieve stress and um, you know, pound out some tension and uh, things of that sort, of course. But my hot take, and this is just my opinion, because this is just who I am, this is just the way I'm wired and the way I view things in my life, is that things that I love, whether I'm aware of it or not, I feel like naturally I do use things I love, right? But I am a very just emotionally stable person, and I would much rather be patient and take a step back and process those thoughts and deal with whatever's going on the outside, which is, you know, my personal life, and kind of go deep in myself before I become dependent on something like my gift to give me peace of mind when I know my peace of mind comes from something way, way beyond me. And, like I said, I'm a very spiritual person. That's emmed in me, and I don't shy away from that. Spiritual in the sense that, yes, I do believe in God, but there's also cases that I'm not a very much so religious person, but I do believe in doing what's right. And people who do right for the right reasons are just as much as spiritual as I believe I am. And I know I am. And yeah, kind of like piggybacking off of what I just said about not using my gifts to give me peace of mind when I know my peace of mind comes from a different place. It comes from my heart. And like, I'm one of the people who I genuinely believe actually means that. And when that's just the way I've always been, to be honest. But I don't like using my gifts to give me peace of mind. And when I can take a step back and be patient, and in fitness and in wellness and in mental health, just that stability emotionally or working towards it, there's a high level of patience, and to be able to implement that patience in your life and realize that there's nothing more powerful than self-control. And I'm very cautious about things like, taking pride in my work, sure, but pride can be a very tricky thing to me, and I'm just the type of person who I just take pride in doing the right thing for me and my peace of mind and my purpose, right? And that's kind of what I hope, and in any way you would take from my lessons in life and the things I choose to handle my way of thinking and my way of living my life, from the experiences and the lessons that I've been blessed to go through. And when you know where you're going, you're not really worried about the incrementals, right? It's all about as much as you prepare for taking yourself to where you want to go to be the happiest you can be in this life. And happiness is not right around the corner. Happiness is right now, right where you are, right in this moment, right here in that breath that you just took. It's nothing you can find outside. It's nothing I can find in my training. There's peace in my training, but my happiness is in my purpose. And when you're living in your purpose, and even on the days you have to take a step back and take care of your peace of mind, when you're able to take care of your peace of mind and be at peace with the situations in your life, knowing ultimately you have control over the decisions you make, and the decisions you make for the long term of whatever's important to you. And what's important to me may not be important to you, but all I'm trying to say is that if something's important to you and you have to really you're just in a bad place, and you feel like every decision you're going to make from that point on is just going to do you a disservice and not have you work in your purpose, then it's highly, highly wise of you to understand that taking that step back, being patient, and just putting things you do every day, or have to work for every day, and that'll move you towards your goal, to the side. Because being patient and peace are two important elements to getting you to that exact place. And that's just food for thought. And I'm Jonathan Prentice, and this is episode 18 of Don't Hesitate, Meditate TV.